There's some rumor making news around that about 86 Enigie from Benin took down from Edo Kingdom went to go and sign petitions that they want their autonomous.
Strategist, I keep telling you people, it's a mind game. The artifact does not belong to us. I keep saying it. Does not belong to Edo people. It belongs to the Oba of Benin. Precision.
Thanks for clicking on this channel. Please subscribe to FO's blog history and click on the notification button so that whenever we upload a new video you will be notified. Obaseki has not given up on the artifacts. He is still holding meetings with Disgruntled Enigie. Chief Dr. Patrick Osaghae-Holer, otherwise known as Ultimate Equal, President, One Love Foundation, said Godwin Obaseki has no business with royal affairs, and therefore he should step aside and stop playing politics with royal matters. He talks about how Governor Godwin Obaseki great-grandfather, Ego Obaseki, betrayed Oba Elwahe the second great-grandfather, Oba Obanramwan. In his video, he said Governor Obaseki is conniving with Disgruntled Enigie in order to grant their dukedom independence from Benin Kingdom. Obaseki is doing all this just because he could not get Benin artifacts, which belong to Oba of Benin, he said. This shows that Governor Obaseki has not rested on artifact matter. Please watch the video of Ultimate Equal.
Good morning, fellow Nigerians and brothers and sisters all over the world, especially my brothers that are living in diaspora. This message is for every Edo indigenous citizens. This message is for all of you home and abroad. You know, when Orion ba efode Orion zoloa ebetu. There are some rumor making news around that about 86 Enigie from Benin took down from Edo Kingdom went to go and sign petitions that they want their autonomous. You've always enjoyed your autonomous. The monarch has been very fair to you. You are a representative to the Omonoba Edo Ukwa Kolokolo, and you continue to be. We are his subjects. Obaseki, he said, you cannot go and align with Godwin Obaseki to repeat the history of the years past. We know the history of environment, how his great-grandfather Obaseki betrayed the Benin monarch. Oba was taken to exile in Calabar. His great-grandson again, becomes the governor. And the great-grandson of Ovorame also now becomes the Oba. He said, now, some of you now want to go and connive with his brothers. You want to overthrow my Oba. You want to go and sign documents. Babalao, here we are the time Maritao. Out of 86 of you, 66 have come back home to beg. They've also written to the governor that they are not interested, that they realize they were being used by the governor of Edo State. All these are because of the artifacts. Because of the artifacts. You remember when I did a video and I told the British, who were thieves in the day and the night, to return back the artifacts, that it belongs to the Oba Benin. Of your body, Oba, of your winner, or your winner, Unda Owinaga, woo! In Winner, Amagu, Unda, you know, from his kingdom. And those of you who are Benin people, who sat in the ESCO, who sat with God in our said to distort a unique story of 700 years. 700 years. The kingdom have been existing and nothing has been distorted. We cannot allow God in Obaseki to use politics to distort what has been existing for over 700 years. We are going to continue living. The only person that can do this will be the great God Almighty. Osalobua nudazi ukwa kolokolo. Lao baba. Adari oba dera wenari oba. Unda uwuko oba yedake. Na lao. Na gume gwe God we know what I say. No lao no zoba mabo. Ade viati fedire. Now you want to divide the kingdom? You want the people to have their autonomy? I am going to court. I am going to prevent it by every means necessarily. Abatogbe! I will take you all to Supreme Court. It will be set as a record, as a precedent, that the Oba is the Oba. And that's why you see today, when you are traveling with your passport, you will see Queen India head in that passport. Nobody has ever fought that war. No woman has ever fought war in the history other than Queen India. And that's why what we did first act 77, so that mask that represents the Benin uniquely everywhere in the world. So I urge all of you to desist from this plot. You cannot bring down the throne. Oba is Oba. My brothers in the Eastern, they pay their allegiance to the monarch. I said, do. Edo. My brothers from the north, we know how Oshomole paid the ultimate respect to our Oba. We know how the Otari of Aunchi paid the ultimate respect to our Oba. And thank you all those who respect my Oba. He deserves it. He earns it. He doesn't demand for it. So for those who are still sitting with Obaseki today, who want to topple the palace, I tell you, Orin Oba, and for that, Orin Zolo, and Betu. Abana Tokbe, he said.
When German delegates came to Benin, Governor Obaseki told them that he is building Emowo Museum. He took German government delegates to the site, in anticipation of the return of the stolen artifacts which do not belong to him. He told the German government delegates that the artifacts belong to Edo people instead of Oba of Benin, as well as failed to acknowledge Oba of Benin's ownership of the artifacts. Please watch and listen to this video made by Izadawa 6 months ago. He explains how Obaseki works on Edo people's psyche in order to manipulate them.
I want to play a video because I don't want people to say I'm reading meanings to where meanings are not. I want us to listen attentively because I pay attention to details. I want us to listen very attentively. I want us to hear from the horse's mouth. So I want us to hear, listen attentively. I just want you people to understand some certain things that you didn't understand while you were listening to these videos and you were clapping. I just want to open your mind. I want you to open your mind and listen. Or tie, if not tie. I just want you to listen attentively to what he has to say.
And how Edo people could benefit from their return.
This conversation has been on for almost a year and a half. The conversation, in fact 2 years, the conversation about restitution and the returns of these wells. I am very excited and very glad because it's people may not understand the implication and impact and importance of what we're doing now. Years to come, they will
First, the works, the artifacts, do not belong to us. It belongs to the Oba of Benin. First, I want you people to see the mind game that he's playing with you people. He's making you to believe that Emina Duvio or Maya Eno. So we all have the same equal right to Emina Duvio. It's a mind game. It's a mind game. He's smart. He's a strategist. I keep telling you people, it's a mind game. The artifact does not belong to us. I keep saying it. Does not belong to Edo people. It belongs to the Oba of Benin. Precision. It has to be precise. Ownership. 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 It's not us. The artifact does not belong to Edo people. It belongs to the Oba of Benin. Precision. He's playing with you people. He probably did psychology. He's playing with your mind. If he gives the ownership to you, to everybody, it gives him a legitimate right to not be the custodian. That is why he's playing. Do not fall for that. The artifact do not belong to us. Do not belong to Edo people. It belongs to the Oba of Benin. We have to put these things in right perspective. None of these artifacts were taken from any other places except the palace of the Oba of Benin. And the people who created these artifacts were created by the Oba of Benin. Obaseki was a bronze caster. Obaseki Obwasi Seomo was a bronze caster. What belongs to one person, he's trying to not make us feel that Mayanya. So the ownership in all of these things, all of the videos he has been doing in the past few days, have you seen or heard him mention Oba of Benin? Have you heard him mention the palace of the Oba of Benin? No. He's doing it intentional. He's making the world feel that this thing does not belong to one person. It belongs to everybody. He's trying to take the relevance from the Oba of Benin so that we all can feel that Marco Konya, Wanya, era seon oropa. Abi USL. My father never owned any artifact. Neither my mother. So how would I not claim that the artifact belongs to me? Yes, if it belongs to the Oba, it belongs to everybody. But the ownership has to be very precise. Do not fall for his mind games. He's manipulating us. That is what he's good at. He's manipulating us. That is what he's good at. What done yo?
Possibly taken away from the city, and there was a lot of destruction.
He said forcibly taken from the city. Where? Ask him. He said forcibly taken from the city. He said it. Where in the city that this artifact were taken? Ask him. Were any of the artifacts taken from Obaseki's compound, our Obaseki's compound? Ask him. These artifacts were not taken from the streets, from the city of Benin. They were taken from the palace. There are photographs that shows where all those Benin artifacts, where was that picture taken? Was it on the streets of Benin? No, it was taken inside the palace. Because that is where the treasure was stolen from. None was taken from streets of Benin, they were all taken from the palace of the Oba of Benin. He's telling you it was taken from the city. He's smart. He knows how to use words. He knows why he's saying what he's saying.
Went with it, and at the minimum, just part of that healing, part of that preparation, should involve first returning these works to where they belong, at least some of them. But more importantly, whether they are all returned or not, what is most important is the ownership, that these works do belong to the people who are currently holding them.
Look at what he said. He said, what is most important? He said, whether they are returned or not. That is what he said. Whether they are returned or not. He said, that is not important. He said, what is important is who own it. And when he now said, who own it, he now said, Edo people. Listen to what he said again.
First, returning these works to where they belong, at least some of them. But more importantly, whether they are all returned or not, what is most important is the ownership, that these works do belong to the people who are currently holding them, that these works belong to Edo people, and that since Edo is now part of Nigeria, these works should come back to Nigeria. The Germans were the first to accept the arguments, to buy into this line of thought, and for them, because they have a conscience and they are dealing with the issues of colonialism and the way they treated their colonies, and that has sparked public debates in Germany, ethical and moral debates. We're glad that we were able to extend that debate to the issue of restitution and returns of work. So there's quite a lot of German support from not just the central government, the federal government of Germany, but also some of the regional governments who were keeping some of these works in their museums. For us, as a state, we are glad that we've been able to serve as a catalyst to make this happen. Before I came into office, about 12 or so years before I came into office, the conversations have been on, discussions have been on, but we realized that it was not going to go anywhere except the Edo State government stepped in, and it was the intervention of the Edo State government that facilitated the returns of these works and the
What he said just now, is that they have been clamoring for the return of Benin artifact. He did agree. But it was not going anywhere. So that means he's saying that all the clamoring that Oba Akenzwa II clamored for was nonsense. It didn't go anywhere. All the clamoring that Obaide of blessed memory clamored for, most especially during the Benin centenary in 1997, was nonsense. It had no water. It was holding no weight. All the clamoring that Obaiwa, even when he was a Daiken, clamored for the return of these artifacts, they were nonsense. Till he came on board. That is insulting not just the present monarch, but the past two monarchs. And the effort of you and I, who have also been fighting for the return of this artifact. Or even in my benign sins, nonsense in all, that it has no headway until he came on board. And thereby, inherently, yes, inherently.
Increased conversations around the return. So for us, we've just said as a catalyst, how are we going to benefit from it? Like you've heard from the presentation, it's not the works in themselves. It is the whole ecosystem that we will be creating first. There's so much we don't know because of that disconnection of what happened, how we used to live, how we used to deal with our environment. We need knowledge, we need research, and these the seat and allow outsiders to tell us about our history.
Now, he said, never again would we allow outsiders to tell our history. The Emowa project, who are the people in charge of it? I don't know outsiders. Will we do association or who with the Emowa project? Even the girl who spoke, I will take it back. Is she an Edo person? The girl who did the presentation of the Emowa project, is she an Edo person? The girl who spoke, most of the people, the chairman or so, of Igbo, any outsider, any outsiders. The area those ones Walile, who are now a chairman of the Emowa committee or the Emowa trust fund. Who are was Walile, obvious, Okano one Waroy. Then he's giving the juicy to outsiders, and now he's complaining that never again will we allow foreigners and outsiders tell our story, while all the juicy positions in Edo State is being given to the same outsiders.
Explain to us who we are and what our objects mean to us. So by bringing them in, having this sort of facility, will the research that will be undertaken by us and local country will be now locally contextualized so as to make meaning. Secondly, it will serve as a stimulation because Edo people are still very creative. So the same people who created these world-class pieces 500 years ago is the same blood that flows in their veins today. Many of them are expressing themselves in different art forms.
Now, all of the words he has mentioned since, have you ever said he mentioned the Oba of Benin or the palace? He said the people who made those beautiful artifacts, they are still there. The people he has never supported with 1 million naira or 500,000. For almost 6 years, he has been the governor. We don't have any issues. Anybody should not say I'm against Emowa. We have said it countless times. Nobody is against Emowa. If he wants to build it, he should go ahead. He has every power to build whatever he wants to build. In short, we don't have any power to stop him from building whatever he wants to build. But the bone of contention has always been the stolen artifact. You don't have right towards or ownership claim over those stolen artifacts. You can go and meet Igun people, but you should also know that Igun people will have to take permission first from the Oba of Benin, because these guilds were created long before colonial times. No government created Igun. It was the Oba of Benin that created Igun, and they are only answerable. Just like they are also only a governor answer. Governor has to suspend the but why any idea okay. Now, like I'm saying, if you want to go and meet, they also have to take permission from the Oba of Benin so that they can give you artworks. Since they are still in the business of being very creative, go and do your own artifact. For crying out loud, the Igbo people said Igboku. They also have where they do their own artifacts. The Yoruba said they have their own artifact. You can go to Yoruba, go to Lagos, go to streets of Lagos, go to Ife. Here even some artworks. You have Yori. Do you have Mowawe? Arigun. Oba Akpase you have Yori gun. Do Vioba. No ya we mowa. But the one stolen, moreover, if you do magiwe, have you sat down with Edo people? The Edo people now. Have you had a conference meeting with the Edo people? Now you have been speaking we. Who are the we? If you now say Edo people, how many conferences have you had with Edo people? I'm also a stakeholder. I've not received any letter from you, and I did conference of the discussing in our artifact. So, are you not the only Edo man? Edo? Or you feel that okay, we are not qualified enough to be there? But how many of these hierarchy people who really not you code the now. You not sat them down and you not discuss on what to do with the artifact. How many times have you discussed this matter of artifact with the Oba? The other time, who is Shiobo? But I told everybody on my Shiobo or take a break and re-strategize.
But there's nothing institutionalized. There's no infrastructure to support that. So a facility like this will be that infrastructure, which will be second to none on the continent to support our budding artists. Whether in the traditional arts, music, entertainment, so what we've done with the Victor Wife Creative Hub. So it's about enacting that creative cultural instincts that is in our DNA.
What's up the visit of the German minister?
By a few days from now, Tijani, NCMM, I say, what's the full name of that NCM, National Curators of Museum, whatever. I tell Professor Tijani and Lai Mohammed, in next few days, got David guys in the next few days will be ma. All the bribe in here, we are aware of them. But my only na Guankani in the next few days are Guankani. Tijani we Lai Mohammed, he get Dunia so that he can support. As at yesterday, Tijani was invited by National Assembly, by the lower House of Rep. Thank God, Owiman, Sanyo, no Gyoniwe Enigbe, Ogbede Hama, who is the head of that committee. So that Tijani cannot tell us. I invited Tijani at King Square so that he can tell us the role he is playing on how to reloot our looted artifacts. You have a Lai Mohammed. And he won't hear it busy. So every facts are there. Every facts are there. So please, Rioni Taise Wasona. Rioni Taise. Other further informations as they unfold, I will let you all people know.